Hey everybody, welcome to BSBA. We have in store for you today an amazing workshop. This is, we had done a series on e-commerce and Shopify and things like that. Today we're bringing you an Etsy workshop, Etsy 101. This is just going to be a phenomenal workshop for all of our e-commerce businesses out there that are looking to grow, looking to start, just looking for some fundamental foundational information. And who else should we have none other than the guru of Etsy? We have Miss Lena Doyle on today teaching this class. And so we are so excited for Lena.
Thank you. Thank
Y'all
you.
put some comments and some likes and everything in the comments. Lena is the guru on Etsy. Etsy top salesperson of the year at one point, and she knows her stuff. So at this time, like I said, really excited to turn this over and to learn some stuff today. Etsy 101. Listen, you can start an online business and it can be successful. You want to get these tips and tools. Matter of fact, you want to share this stream. You want to share this workshop with everybody you know. Share it to all your friends' pages, to all your groups. Share it everywhere. This is we ain't messing with somebody who don't know something. This is a professional who's an expert in this. So if you already have an online store, guess what? Add this to the list. If you don't, create one. She's gonna show you how. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Lena, and we are going on from here. Hey, Lena.
Thank you. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Shari. Hey, Selena. Thank you, BSBA, for having me. If you guys have not subscribed to the newsletter, you can do that on our fabulous new updated website at bsba-ca.org. Sign up for that. Sign up for our text message at 916-299-7829. And let's go ahead and get started. All right, so Etsy 101. Now I'm gonna need you guys to kind of participate. I want to have a conversation with you. I have this conversation all the time with my friends, even sometimes random associates will call me or email me to get some tips on Etsy. So I want you guys to give your feedback. That way we can just get it going. All right, so be honest. When you think of Etsy, what comes to mind? And I want you guys to put it in the chat so I can kind of see where your heads are at. Any takers? Hey, Ray. What comes to mind, guys? When you think of Etsy, what comes to mind? All right, so I'm gonna help you guys out. You guys seem a little shy. Look, I know it's 420, but I'm gonna need y'all to bring it on in on this 420. So it may be a holiday for some of you, but okay, we got handmade. We have do it DIY, and that's do it yourself creativity. We have purchase items for cheap. Yeah, you can purchase items for cheap. Craft, a lot of crafts, and a lot of handmade goods. Perfect. Thank you, guys. So exactly what you guys said. You think of chunky knitted scarves, hand-painted wine glasses or coffee mugs, and wooden signs. So Etsy is an online marketplace where independent crafters, artists, and collectors can sell vintage, handmade, or custom-made jewelry, clothing, home decor, art, toys, and more. They launched in 2005. A lot of people, they don't realize that it's been around that long, but look at the growth, guys. Look at this. I'm gonna tell y'all the growth after this. By the end of this presentation, you'll walk away with inspiration and knowledge for you to start your own Etsy shop, basic business strategy for selling online, effective tips for making the most out of Etsy tools and marketplace, and resources to help you along the way. And you want to stay to the end because we're going to actually go over to Etsy and take a look around to get your mind fluent. Because some people, you don't know what you want to sell, or maybe you just have a million things in your mind. However, this is Etsy buyers. Look, 2013, it was 14 million. Last year, 2020, 81 million. This year, as you can see, the trend is going up. It's going to be more than that. This is a perfect time to get your items out in front of people. This is an example of a store that I had. So these were some of my top sellers. I was top seller several years in different niche categories. I was on the pilot program for several Etsy new tools that would come out. They would send me invites and really over and over again to get on this program that they need my assistance with. So if you guys remember the bridal wire hangers. So I was one of the originals that did this. These hands right here, these hands did over 5,000 of those hangers. 5,000. Yeah, my mom used to say, get those hands insured. I never did, but I did have to take a break. So right now I'm working full time with BSBA. So I am on break right now. I do have special requests here and there, but this stuff is so easy to do. I'm telling you, if you want to learn how to make these, we can do a class. I could teach you guys how to make this, how to make some money. It's not hard. It's not hard. So put it in the chat if you guys want to get that popping. So Etsy is compatible on all devices. You can literally log on from anywhere, your iPhone, your Android, your iPad, your computer. So there's no excuse. I literally traveled all over and worked my shop, logging on from my phone. I used to even print from my phone. Some people's not that savvy, so I wouldn't recommend it. But if you're one of the more savvy ones, you can print or do orders, updates, everything. I probably did about 90. I got to the point where I did about 90% of my work on my phone, besides like the handmade part. So why should you sell on Etsy? All right, the first thing is the exposure. Etsy already has a large customer base. They're looking to buy stuff. Like they already love Etsy. They know that they're going to buy on Etsy. There's a 60% return customer rate on Etsy. I had several return customers in my shop. So it's already there. You don't have to you have the option to do ads, but I still made very good money without doing ads on there. You have low cost, so 0 upfront fees. You do not have to pay any upfront fees to get started with Etsy. You can start today without paying any upfront fees. We'll go over that in a little bit. Easy setup. So the platform is very user-friendly. It's nothing to be scared of. You can do it. You can fill out the form. It's just your general information, your name, address, just your general information. Put it in there, set it up. You don't have to drag and drop. You don't have to create. You don't have to code. So you can do it. It's a good testing ground. So it makes a great, Etsy is a great platform to test the market. So if you have a new item that you want to just see if it'll do good, or you want some feedback on it, maybe you don't know if it's going to sell, it's a good place to kind of just test your item out, because a lot of people have maybe a Shopify or maybe a GoDaddy or their own platform, but they use Etsy as a testing ground. There's actually a lot of buyers like Target. There's a lot of items in Target that came from Etsy. They're really huge with picking up Etsy sellers items. So it's a very good testing ground, and it gets your item out. You know, gets it out to the public. You never know who's buying. I've had several well-known people buy from my shop. No commitment. So there's no long-term commitment. You don't have to sign up for a yearly yearly, what's that called? A package. They do have, however, a set aside to where people kind of a back end. It's a little more advanced. We'll go into that later. That may have a commitment, but signing up for just a regular account to sell, there's no long-term commitment. Even with the other one, you can just stop at any time and just decide you want to sell one item. You just want to kind of sell during the holidays. Maybe you just want to do seasonal things like Mother's Day, 4th of July, Halloween, Christmas. Those are very good money making seasons. And then the last one is simple to manage. So it has great tools to manage your orders and payments. So it has tools in there. It actually has the tax what's that? The tax program that I don't know. I'm a little nervous, y'all. Y'all comment in the say something in the comments. Thank you, LaShawn. I'm gonna go back to it. Thank you. I am a little nervous. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the screen. But it's really simple to manage. It has a lot of add-ons to where you can add on emails. You can message everyone. Literally, you message pretty much 99% of customers or potential customers within Etsy. And you can do that, respond right through your phone. And you can make updates, add listings. Very, very easy to manage. So the Etsy fees, they do have fees. So the listing fee is 20 cents per listing, and the listings are active for 4 months. So, and that's not upfront. So remember when I said there's no upfront cost to start your Etsy store. How they do it now is that when you make a sale, they're going to go ahead and pull out those fees out of that sale, which actually is better than it was. Years ago, I say about 4 years ago, they changed it to that. Before that, they were sellers were accumulating all these fees, and then they'll bill them at the end of the month. And you had literally so many stores getting shut down because they didn't pay their bill. And Etsy will shut you down. They don't play. Y'all, you know how PayPal is. They kind of a little PayPal-ish. So the transaction fees, those are 5% for each sale. And then the payment processing fee is Etsy uses Etsy Direct Checkout. So that's what they call it. And you can choose how you want to get paid: once a month, every week, every day, every 3 days. I like to get paid every day. So I recommend doing every day. And then PayPal. So Direct Checkout actually is 25 cents plus a 3%. And then PayPal is the 30 cent plus a 2.9%. Which is still good. So here's an example. If you sold an item for $23, you got your 20-cent listing fee. Your shipping cost, let's just say $5, but remember that's paid by the customer because we're gonna get that money back. And I'm gonna let you guys know a couple tricks on how to kind of hide that shipping cost. You're gonna have that transaction fee for that particular amount for $23 is gonna be $1.15. The payment processing fee is 94 cents. So the total fee for a $23 item is only $2.29. So if you have a good item with a good profit margin, that looks pretty good to me. So what should you do before starting your Etsy shop? A lot of people kind of just jump in. But first off, you need to know your target audience. What is your target audience? So your target audience, you need to research them. For instance, when I was doing weddings, my target audience was 25 to 45, over $60,000 a year. Getting married, they were also, the mother of the bride was a big target audience for me as well. They spent a lot of money for their child. So you need to know, because when you know your target audience, you're going to be able to target them better. You're going to know what keywords you're going to need to use, what tag words you're going to need to use within your listing, because that's what's going to get attention to your listings. You have to make sure that your taglines and your words, your heading, you need to make sure that coincides with the item that you're selling. So sourcing supplies, this is huge. I see a lot of people that want to jump on Etsy and sell, but their prices aren't matching up. Let's say jewelry, maybe a bracelet that normally sells for $20, you're going to Michael's or you're going to Hobby Lobby and you're spending a boatload of money on these supplies and you can't even make a profit. So you need to make sure that you research before you start making, make sure you can get the items. You know, there's a lot of shortages going on right now. So you want to either make a phone call, send an email and say, hey, if I buy this in a large quantity, will you be able to guarantee that this item will be in supply, you know, throughout the year? Or do you notice that it's running low? You want to stay away from it. If it's going to be hard to get, I wouldn't do it, because then that's just going to set you up for failure with your store. You're going to have customers that's calling or emailing you about your store. All right. So, Mel, you also want to know when you're thinking about the item that you're going to sell, you don't want to ship in the huge boxes. Let's see. USPS went up. UPS went up. All of these post office and mailing business, their prices went up. So you don't want to spend more money on your shipping than your product is even worth. So I like to kind of keep it in small packages. I want to make sure that I know what package that is going to fit into my that's going to fit and work for my item before I even do it. I think about that, and that's one of the first things that I think about is, ooh, that's too big. I can't mail that. And so I like to kind of keep it small. If it can fit into an envelope, that's good. If it can fit into one of the regular size post office boxes, that's perfect, because you know you're always going to be able to get those and you're not going to have a problem, because boxes are expensive. So then you're going to be going to Uline trying to find some boxes and paying an arm and a leg. So I say get the free ones if you can. All right, SEO basics. So we kind of touched on that earlier in a previous slide about your keywords and about matching them with your item that you're selling. So that means your title. So if you're selling t-shirts, you want to make sure that the strongest, the high trafficking words are going to be used often within your listing. So let's just say it's a George Floyd t-shirt. You're going to say George Floyd t-shirt, which actually, let's not say that. Let's not say that, because you don't want to infringe on Etsy. They will kick you out. So let me use a different example. So let's say clutch purse. Let's do clutch purse. So you want to see if it's a beach clutch purse, if it's a going out clutch purse. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Let me see if there's any questions. Danae, can I use Etsy for my services even if I don't sell a product? Yes, you can. And this is a great question. You actually can sell, if you're good with Excel spreadsheets, you can sell on Etsy. If you're good, if you have succulent plants in your yard, you can sell those on Etsy. If you do downloadables like chore charts, you can sell those. Those are very popular. Chore charts, workout charts, meal plan charts. Those are huge. So, and they're very profitable. SVGs, I don't know, and PNGs, those kind of images that people can use, those are very good on Etsy. And I'm going to show you guys some examples as well. I'm going to get through a couple more slides, then we're going to go head over to Etsy so we can kind of get into looking at some real shops that are doing great and kind of get you guys thinking about what you can sell if you haven't already. All right. So next, you want to kind of spy, I like to say spy, but research on your competition on Etsy. So if you're going to sell workout clothes, then you want to go on Etsy and see who's selling them, what they're selling them for, what their pictures look like, what their shipping looks like, if they're even making sales. You want to spy on the stores that are making money and that are selling. So you want to kind of see what kind of keywords are they using? What kind of tags are they using? How is their description set up? You kind of want to mimic, don't reinvent the wheel. Go over there and kind of look around and see, go over there and see what you can find out. So let's see, do I have a question on the screen? No? Okay. Just checking. You guys finding value from this? Let me know. Let me know if you guys are finding value in this so far. Because really what I want to do, I want you guys to kind of start really thinking about it. And I'm putting this in your head. So when you're walking around in the store, when you're driving in your car, you can kind of think of ideas and think of things that you can sell. You can sell a lot of things on Etsy and you can make money. We don't even know how talented we are. Literally, I had my silhouette machine. So I was making everything with my silhouette machine. I had my silhouette machine for like 2.5 years before I even busted out the box. It was sitting in the garage. And finally I said, you know what? Let me figure out how to make some money with this machine. I literally plugged it in, watched maybe 3 tutorials on it. And I probably don't even know how to do 75% of things that it can do. But I was able to make and learn how to print the things that I needed to print. So if you got to go to Michael's and get you a silhouette machine. Go get you a Cricut machine. All right. So what products do you have in mind to sell on Etsy? So I just want to know from the viewers, what kind of things do you have in mind? Because once you tell me, I'm actually we're going to go and take a look. We're going to go and kind of see what kind of stores, even if it's a service, put your service, put your product. Let's do a little digging. This is the fun part, but it's time consuming. Researching, you got to put the kids to bed and you got to stay up. You're just going to have to sacrifice and be tired the next day because the research part, that's going to be your bread and butter. Because once you get it done, all right, let's see. We got candle maker. Oh, that's big on Etsy. Candle maker, you're not on Etsy? All right, let's go over here. Let me see. Can you guys see this screen? I don't know if you guys can see this screen. Danae? Let me see. Danae, could you see the screen when I went to Etsy? I think she's coming over here to tell me. But okay, we're going to go ahead and look at in a minute. Candle maker, wellness. Ooh, the boxes are nice. Oh, hold on, guys. We are going to do that.
Share screen again. Share screen.
Sorry, I told you guys. It's a little...
There you go. And then now click it. Click that.
All right, here we go. All right, I think we're back. All right, so make candles. Oh, and another trick. What I like to do too is you can kind of see what's selling that day. Popular searches. Once you start typing something in, you guys see how those items populate below it. That's things that the latest searches, like that's been in rotation. So candle, you got candle holders, you got molds, candle in a jar, candle labels, but let's go to candle. Candles are popular. Now, if you're a candle maker, my suggestion is throw a nice label on. Once you throw a nice label on, you can kind of customize it. You can use it, have one for the different holidays. You can have your Christmas candles. And look at these bestsellers. You see bestseller? Right there, bestseller. Look right here, bestseller. They already got over 2,000, almost 2,500 feedback. But mind you, it's only a small percent that leaves feedback. So, they're doing pretty good. Bestseller. $23. So what I would do is I would go in and kind of look and see, okay, here go a WAP candle. I would go in. Oh, no. Sorry, y'all. I don't want to do that. Oh, no. What? How y'all doing out there? Everybody having a blessed day? Oh, man. It's a lot of over 18 candles going on in here. So let's just go with let's go with this bookstore. All right, this one's a bestseller. So you want to kind of look and see which ones are bestsellers. So bookstore, I'm assuming that people who love books, this makes a good gift. Not only does it make a good gift for birthdays, but I would kind of tailor it to, the grandmas, to the bookworms. That's a good one. All right. Ooh, look at those sales right here on candles. Look at that. And so for the one that asks the questions, here's a drop down on the prices. So an 8-ounce jar, $19.75. So you have to do your own math to figure out how much are my supplies going to be? How can I get my supplies lower? You got to go online, do your research, candle wholesale supplies, and start breaking down those prices so you can start taking advantage of that money. You want to keep that money as much of it to yourself. And right here, this is a good one. Over 20 people have this in their carts right now. And just to let you know, they're only going to go up to 20. So they're not going to say over 40, over 100. It doesn't matter if it's 500 people that have that in the cart. They're only going to say up to 20. So yeah, this is that's actually a really good one. So you can kind of play off that. So if somebody sees something that's really good with the candle, you can go and do the wellness, add something for the book lovers for the wellness. Let's see what LaShawn said. LaShawn said for the wellness packages. So let's go. So that'll be nice. Book lovers love wellness too. A lot of time it's real therapeutic for them, and they read to, woosah. And we can just let's put wellness. Let's see what comes up. Look at this. Look at these. You can do it. Remember I told you about the succulents? Just grab you a box, and you can ship actually this box. So it comes in the box, put the label on top, print your label from Etsy, throw in a card. Look at these. They got the wellness candle with the little wellness quote. Look, feel better. Look at that. Remember I talked about downloadables? Look at this. Mental health planner. Let's go in here. But the planners are huge. I'm telling you, the planners are huge. If you can make a good planner, you go on Canva and create something and create a planner, use one of their templates. It's downloadable. You don't have to ship anything. That's a good one. You might be at home with the kids because they homeschool right now, distant learning. You can find things that you can do. Put the kids to work. So this is downloadable. So it's a journal, thought log, coping skills, triggers, self-help worksheet, workbook. I'm telling you guys, y'all playing. Let me go to the comments. Let me see what other stuff we got. Journals are huge. Let's go to journals real fast. Now I'm gonna tell you guys the number one, the biggest search. So there's a website called Marmalade, and it's spelled. Let me get the right spelling. It's MARMALEAD, and it's like a source for Etsy. It's everything Etsy, but it breaks down all the analytics. It breaks down like today's bestseller. You can use a free version or you can use a paid version. It gives you like the keywords that work for those items. So that's a really good website that you can kind of look at too to get help with your SEO and your keywords, your titles. It's a very, very good website. So right here, journals. Anything with someone's name on it people love. Anything. You can give that gift away for everything. Right now, if you're thinking about selling on Etsy, it literally is not too late for Mother's Day. Cards, journals, monograms. All of them sell well. I want to show you guys monograms. And what's weird is that I never thought monograms was cute. But obviously they are the thing. I didn't know until like 5 years ago. Look at this. Let me show y'all. Hold on, I spelled it wrong. Let me show you guys something. Y'all gonna trip out. I didn't know. Look at all these. Look at all these bestsellers. You want to make a sticker? You want to, maybe somebody knows how to put these on shirts. Bring your sewing machine out. Make a SVG over here. Look at that. Look at all these bestsellers. Look, I'm not playing. They're winners. This is a winner niche right here. And you can put monograms on everything. You can make them with a silhouette machine. You can get I don't recommend iron-ons for like the clothes, like for the shirts and everything, because you want to make sure that you're making quality items. You want to make sure it's quality. So, but the silhouette and the Cricut is good. If you don't have like an actual print, a direct to print machine or screen printing, the silhouette and the Cricut is awesome. Like I have the silhouette. Put it on a mug, put it on a hat. It's a winner. You can use that for Christmas goes crazy. All right. Let me see. I wrote down a couple of now my niche, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, is the wedding niche. The bride's gonna pay. The dad's gonna pay and the mamas is gonna pay. So, like I told you, if you guys want to learn how to make these hangers, we can get a workshop together, but don't have me putting a workshop together and nobody show up though, because we get all these requests for these workshops and the ones that request them do not show up. So please show up if you request it. I'll probably have you guys you guys gonna have to buy your own material, so I know y'all coming. But we can work that out. And really I want to do, if you guys are interested, we can do we can actually go through and build our store. So together, if we want to do a Etsy, a second part to this, but only for those that are serious and want to make some money. And you can do 6 figures. 6 figures shouldn't be anything for you. If you're doing it right, look at these pictures. Check out how their pictures look. Look how clean. Look at the lighting. Look at the lighting. You see that? So I got a lot of ideas. If people need help with the wedding niche, I have a lot of ideas that I can assist you with. Let's look up Mother's Day, because Mother's Day is coming. So I want you guys to actually start thinking about what kind of things can I sell for Mother's Day. It can even be cards. Cards on here. If you have a printer at home, make some cards. You can't, look, make some cards. So the Mother's Day cards are good. The cutting boards. Oh, the Glow Forge. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but that's an etching machine. I want one. I want one of those. You can burn whatever you want into these. You can cut it. It's a wood cutter like this one right here that says for mama. They did that on that machine. You could be this right here. That's on the machine. I'm telling you, don't be scared to go buy something new and make an investment to your future. Like I said, summertime coming up, put the kids to work. You'll be winning. Let me see if we have any questions. Do you recommend doing ads for your Etsy store? Yes, I do recommend doing ads for your Etsy store. Not a lot though. I think I did. The minimum is like, I want to say $2 a day. So I would just do the minimum $2 a day, because not only does Etsy advertise within their platform, they also will advertise for you on Google, on Facebook. And so you can check out your analytics. So when you have your store, they have really good analytics. Like you can see where your customer is coming from, down to almost their IP. You can see that. You can see if they come from a website. So here and there, if you have a really good product, you may say, oh my goodness, I woke up and had like 25 sales and it's only 6 in the morning. And if you normally don't have that many sales, somebody probably mentioned you. You can go to your analytics and see exactly where these customers are linking from. So you can track that. So it's really, really good. And then the good thing about that as well is going to tell you what keywords are winning for you. So you want to use those keywords, start using those more, putting them into your new items, add items every day. Etsy rewards you. They reward you for having like, let's say your policy updated, your, what is it? I wrote it down for you guys. Your return policy, your about section, your privacy policy, your payment options. When you have that, and some of that stuff is automated. So you can just click like, I just want Etsy's verbiage. When I tell you it's user-friendly, it's user-friendly. So you can click it and say, just add like the normal verbiage on there. And they reward you for that. When you start listing stuff and they notice that you're answering your customers' questions in a timely manner, I always put, will respond. My response time was 24 hours because sometimes you just don't know, but I normally got right back to them. But just in case you were a little busy, you don't want a customer to start complaining that you didn't respond. So you want to make it clear your response time to your customers. And when they hit you up, you want to make sure to respond, because normally the ones that email you, they're kind of eager, and they're eager like right then and there. So you want to get their money, because then you're going to email them back the next day and they're going to say, oh, I went over to, thank you, but I got it over at this other shop. So that does happen. So you want to respond. You want to make sure that they have a really good community on here. So you can join different groups, different communities. As you build your store, you're going to start getting requests to join different communities. Join them. Why not? But Etsy, I believe they reward you for that as well. The more you participate, the more they're going to reward you. Let's see. There's gift cards. Gift cards are big. Started going real big. Pets, let me tell you, pets, people love their pets. Oh, my Charlie. I have a Charlie at home, and I never thought I would be looking for something for him on Etsy, but I probably, I might get Charlie something on Etsy. But look at all this. People love their pets. They gonna pay. This look like an app right here that they put on the poster board. So you got to be creative. You got to start looking at things and looking on, how did they do that? How can I do that? That's pretty cool. I noticed not too many people are doing that. Stickers, these socks. Now this is a print on demand. So you can tell, so print on, and they call that POD. So even if you're having a hard time coming up with a product, there's something called print on demand, where they make the item, they'll even ship it to your customer, and you just design the item. However, you're going to pay premium price, and you're going to have to mark your items up, and your profit margin is going to be low if you don't mark your item up like really high. And so some of those paid on demand sites, one that I actually used to use, kind of dibbled and dabbled, remind you, I was on Etsy for about 12 years, and I just stopped with them last like October. But I'm going to get back on. I'm going to get back on like probably this week or next week. But Printful is good. They do custom shirts. They do mugs. They do baby items, bathing suits. If you want a custom bathing suit, maybe you want one for yourself, but you can do custom bathing suits and everything. So let me go and look at the questions. What are your suggestions on how to differentiate your brand and products? It's a good question. I would kind of see what's already working, and I will enhance it, or I'll put free shipping. I'll put, I might do a coupon code. Coupon codes are huge. People love coupon codes. I would sometimes on the actual listing, I might do an edit where across the listing, it'll say, I will put some extra like free shipping or buy one, get one half off or different promotions, because that's going to stick out to people. So don't be scared to use these different apps and programs for your pictures, and put like a faded out line or faded something or some words down here that says free shipping, or that says grand opening sale, because some of you guys might have grand opening. So I definitely would do that. And I would, if you see something selling and their pictures are, iffy, then people really want that item. So you want to make sure that your pictures stand out, because if your pictures don't stand out and if they're not bright, look how bright these pictures are. Look, you see how bright they are? You want to make sure your items are bright, and people want to actually see the item. Like, they don't want to see all the background. They don't want to see the boat and the water and all that stuff in the background. So you want to make sure that you zoom in, and that is one item. And if you guys remember from the pictures that, I showed you from the items that I want, so it was focused on the actual item, because that's what people want to see. And you can actually do videos now. Did you take your own photos, or did you hire a professional? Let's see, that's a good question. I take my own photos for the most part. Let me go back to like the hanger. The hanger, I take my own photos. Let me show you guys something. Let's see. If you're doing, is that Antoine? Antoine asked that, right? So Antoine, you would actually take your own, because you have your candle. You would take your own picture. You would get into a lighted area. Sometimes, like with the sun and how the weather's changing, go in your backyard, prop it up, and just take a close-up picture. If you have an iPhone, those work perfect. So if you have any questions, or you want me to kind of look at your pictures, I'll be more than happy to kind of give you suggestions once you take them and go over that with you. So let's see if I have any more questions. I don't know, I don't think I have any more questions, but I think that this is wonderful. And I think I absolutely love Etsy. And I think it's a great opportunity that a lot of people who are already making things and already making items, you're missing an opportunity. Yeah, you may have your own website. This is an opportunity to get your items in front of people who may not even know your website, and just to get your name out there. You can actually point them over to your website. You can add videos. You can talk to your customers. So it's just a way to get your brand out there, get your items out there, test the market out with your items. Let's see, do we have any more questions? I don't see any more questions. So if there's no more questions, then I think that we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. And I also, I want to go ahead and wrap it up. And then if you guys are interested in building your stores together, then let us know. We can make that happen. And we can get that date in, but you got to show up. You got to show up. If you request that and say you're showing up, I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you out if you do not show up. Be looking for you. So I appreciate everyone for joining me today. I appreciate BSBA for having me. You guys have been awesome in the chat. It wasn't so bad. I could kind of talk about Etsy, but putting it down on paper is kind of different. But if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. My email is ldoyle, at bsba-ca.org. And I'll be more than happy to assist you and answer your questions. Or you can just let me know if you're interested in either doing a workshop with setting up your store, or if you need help with, your titles or anything, or your pictures, send over a message and we could get going on that. And thank you, Danae.
This was such a great workshop. Everybody give it up virtually for Lena. This was her first workshop, and I think she did an amazing job bringing us this great information for our businesses to take their businesses to a whole new level. I know I learned a lot. I hope the community learned a lot. Again, contact us if you guys need any help. Contact Lena directly if you have any more questions regarding Etsy. Again, I know that some people are already commenting that they definitely are interested in workshops or in private consultations and things like that. So everybody put the clapping hands and put some emojis in there. Let us know that you appreciate Lena. Let's value her for her time and her expertise. Lena is right here in-house. And so who better to teach something like this than the guru herself? So stay tuned for more Etsy, more in-depth workshops and teaching you how to do this and that, some how-tos, some walkthroughs and different things like that. There's tons of people out there that have something to offer, and they have something really good to offer. So let's be sure to follow BSBA, turn on your notifications when we got things going on. We do not do these things so that you can miss them. We do these things so that you can have the information. So thank you again, Lena. Thank you for sharing your expertise. Thank you for all that you do here at BSBA. And with that being said, join us tomorrow. We always got things going on. We'll have coffee and conversations at 8:30 a.m. Give it up to the jury that convicted what's his name today. We're gonna be talking about that at 8:30 in the morning, y'all. Come on, coffee and conversations. If nothing else, we're gonna give you back your day. Enjoy your evening, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming on. Thank you.